name is Paige. I'm a 33-year-old housewife. I live with my husband Nash, who's an office worker, my 5-year-old daughter Penelope, and my 2 cats, Suki and Moon. And just the other day, we welcomed 2 new adorable, well-behaved cats into our family, Earl and Gray. I actually participate in activities to rescue cats and take them in as part of my family until they find an owner. I've met and said goodbye to about 10 cats so far, but I never get used to being separated. But I believe it's my job to support as many cats as possible for them to find happiness. I also often invite people into my house because we want our cats to get used to people. All of my mom friends know I do this, so many of them ask if it's okay for them to come over and play. I have no problem with that. But I can't welcome too many at once since it would scare the cats, so I invite one group at a time. Today, Demi, Penelope's classmate, and her mom, Nadia, are coming to visit. Nadia is a cat lover, but since she just moved here, she hasn't adopted a new family member yet, so I invited her over thinking she might be interested in rescuing a cat. Thanks for inviting us. I was excited thinking I could meet cats today. Here, I brought a gift. What she handed me was an expensive chocolate from the famous Pierre Hermé. Oh my, I've always wanted to eat this chocolate. Thank you very much. After saying that, she grinned and smirked. Paige, these are for the cats, not you. You're so funny. What? Well, thank you for bringing a gift for the cats, but it's not good to feed them chocolate. It's common sense that chocolate is bad for cats. I'm surprised that someone who's a cat lover doesn't know about this. Oh, are you one of the people who think cats and humans are different and it's a waste to give them expensive chocolate? Really? Aren't cats family members and not pets? It's so sad that they aren't allowed to eat delicious chocolate because of its owner's ego. That's not what I meant. Chocolate contains ingredients that are dangerous for cats. I never thought that I'd have to teach such basic things like this at my front door. No chocolate for cats? Do they get a stomachache? Yes, so be careful and not feed them it, okay? Okay. She's mature and a good listener. Okay then, only Demi is allowed to pass and go inside. I won't permit you, Demi's mom, to pass and come inside. You need to study a little more. Let's go, Demi! Yay! You should study a little more, Mom. What? Hey, you two, wait! So awkward being left behind with her. But if I let her into my house, I know that she might give the cats chocolate without permission. Please let me in too. I'll promise not to feed them chocolate. I don't believe her, but I was nice enough to let her in, of course, taking away the chocolate. The kids were chatting, quietly playing with the cats, but Nadia instead... Oh, they're so adorable! She said that so loudly that it scared the cats away. Hey, Nadia! Excuse me, but please lower your voice. It's common sense to be quiet in front of animals. Look, you've scared them. Exactly. Mom, shh, okay? Which one is the grown-up? Oh, my bad, but look at them! They're so cute! You know that I'm a huge cat lover, right? I can't control myself if I see something cute. Oh, seriously. Yeah, I get it, me too, but please lower your voice. Even though I wonder if she really likes cats, that doesn't matter now because she said my cats are cute. Usually when I have guests over, I always keep an eye on the kids, but this time it's the mom, especially. Oh my god, I love this one best. After saying that, she picked up one of the rescue cats, Earl. Earl was so startled that he started meowing while scrambling. What a cutie! You're coming home with me. Wait, what? Today's my lucky day. I got an adorable cat for free. Hold on, why do you think you could do that? I'm sorry, but I can't let you have him yet. He's in the middle of looking for a family through a rescue center, so there's no way you could just take him home like that. Why not? But he loves me so much, look! Where?
Excuse me, what? Even a 5-year-old like me can tell that Earl wants to get away from you right now. Oh, did you get taught things differently? Looks like it.
What? Penelope! Shush! I don't think so. He looks like he wants to be adopted into a family as soon as possible, though. Sweetie, today's dinner will be fried shrimp and clam chowder. Sounds delicious, right? And for dessert, I ordered some expensive grapes. Be excited for it. What? Hearing that, Earl must have been frightened because he immediately jumped out of her arms and ran to Penelope. Nadia, no! It's very dangerous to feed cats onions, shrimp, and grapes. Do not give them those! Many things shouldn't be fed to cats, so if she's thinking of welcoming one into the family, she has to know about this. I see. I'll be careful. Well then, Demi and Earl, let's go home.
What? But...
Come on, let's go. Why do you think it's okay to take him home after all that? He can only be adopted into a family through the organization. We invite people to this house so the cats can get used to us. This isn't an adoption event. Fine. Okay, I won't do that then. You broke my mood, so I'll be leaving. I'll come again. Bye. After saying that, Nadia quickly took Demi's hand and left. The cat still looked completely frightened.
Mom, guess what? Demi told me an interesting story. Do you want to hear it?
Really? Yes, please.
She said,
What? Are you serious?
Yes, it's true.
I won't let her have the cats whatsoever after hearing that. After deciding that, I received a call from an unexpected person that night. That person told me some interesting facts about Nadia. After hearing all of it, it made me more determined to protect the cats at all costs. A week later, Nadia came over to my house by herself. I really want a cat, so I came to find one and bring one home. God, coming without permission? Well, I kind of knew she was coming. How many times did I tell you that cats can only be adopted through the organet? I know, so I won't ask you that anymore. Huh? Oh, really? But I know she didn't come here just to tell me that. Instead, can you give me one of your cats you don't want? Please? What? Hell no, they're my babies. I love them both to death. Fine. Anyways, I'm coming inside. Coming inside? Wait! To my surprise, she came inside my house without permission. Then she found 4 curled cats in the corner and picked up the other rescue cat, Gray.
You must love getting picked up. Can I have this one?
That's a rescued cat, and it's not okay to suddenly pick up a sleeping cat. Please put him down. He's scared. Look!
No, he's not. He looks so happy.
What? Where?
The best squid I ordered from Saga Prefecture in Japan just arrived today. Let's eat that tonight, sweetie.
What? Squid? That's something very terrible to feed a cat.
We're rich, so we can feed him squid and other luxurious foods every day. I think he'll be so happy he'll be able to live with us. I'll spoil him.
After saying this, she was about to leave, saying see ya, holding on to the stressed out Gray. Of course, there was no way I was gonna let her leave. Hey, hold on right there. I stopped her.
Hey, don't worry. I'll take care and love him like family. I'm planning to go out and eat with him every day. Oh, today before dinner we'll have a little toast with a glass of wine and snack on some blue cheese from France. I know you'll enjoy it too, sweetie.
Huh, I see. So you really do think that cats and humans are equal?
Yup, exactly. I love my cat. Yes, I do. And all I want to do is to give her lots of love and food. I'm a person who's against cat food. While we, humans, eat sashimi, I will give it to the cats and also for dessert. That's what being a family is all about.
I see. What a wonderful mindset you have.
I know, right?
If you're so adamant about cats and humans living the same life, I have the perfect present for you.
What?
I went back inside to the kitchen for a minute and came back with a plate full of cat food. Here you go. Dig in.
What? I just told you that I'm against cat food.
Oh, I thought instead of cats being adapted to human food, why not make humans adapt to cat food?
What?
Just being taken into an unfamiliar environment and changing their food can be a big burden for cats. I mean, if you truly care about them and believe it's important to eat the same food, why not adjust to them? After saying that, I handed her a spoon. She looked so shocked and stood there.
There's no way I could eat this kind of stuff.
Oh, right! Cats don't use spoons or other utensils, so you won't need anything! My bad. That's not what I meant! She then swatted the spoon away and pushed the plate aside.
There's no way humans could eat cat food. Are you serious?
Then how about this? It's grass for cats to clean out their stomach. Make sure to eat it at the same time as others, okay?
Grass?
Then Earl and Grey started munching on it as if they were showing her how to do it. Here, these are for you.
What? Hell no!
Earl and Grey then sharpened their nails with a cat scratcher.
I guess you'll have to use a cat scratcher to trim your nails from now on.
Say goodbye to getting your nails done at the salon. It's for free, so you could save money.
Hey, I'm not talking about trimming nails or eating grass. I'm talking about something different here.
Huh? But these are all important for cats, so you need to adjust to them.
No, what I'm talking about is food, okay?
Since she began talking about it again, I offered her cat food again.
No! There's no way I could eat this kind of stuff.
The cats are eating it deliciously every day and it provides perfect nutrition.
Yeah, because it's obviously for cats. Cats and humans are different. There's no way humans can eat that.
Oh, then that means you finally understand why cats can't eat human food. It seemed like you barely understood the body structures of humans and cats are different, so...
But it's expensive squid and chocolate.
All living things may be friends, but being friends doesn't mean you have to make everything the same. Let's say, for example, if you like tropical fish. Would you put them into a fish tank and feed them chocolate and hamburger instead? No, right? Friendship thrives on mutual understanding and respect. Your attempt to feed chocolate, onions, and other stuff to cats is as bad as not keeping tropical fish in a fish tank. Actually, it's common sense that you shouldn't give those to any animals. And you call yourself a cat lover and their family? Da hell! Because of people like you, some pets are often returned shortly after being purchased because you fell in love with it.
What? I never said...
Yes, you did! Don't lie to me!
What?
I see right through you, Nadia! After saying that and having an awkward silence, the intercom rang. Oh, just in time.
What?
I quickly went to the front door and came back with a visitor.
Honey, why are you here?
The visitor was Nadia's husband, Gavin.
Paige called me.
What? Yeah, when I went to get the cat food for her, I actually secretly contacted him.
I heard from Demi that you're trying to bring a cat back home. I told you not to bring any animals back home again. Because of you, we had to move here. Don't you regret what you've done?
Hey, Gavin! Shh!
Oh, since she didn't want me to hear it, she was in a panic. Oh, sorry to say, but I heard everything from him.
What?
The unexpected person I got a call from last week was Gavin. Demi had secretly told her dad that her mom was trying to take a cat home from my house, so he contacted me and told me not to give her one whatsoever.
You've brought dogs, cats, hamsters, etc. from pet stores, but returned them immediately or brought them to the shelter.
Yes, Nadia is a terrible person who would buy a pet she falls in love with at first sight, but returns it shortly or asks a shelter to take it, saying that it wasn't what she imagined or that they don't listen to her. Also,
Did you also forget you were caught on camera abandoning a pet in front of the pet store? We had to move since you got into trouble with the police!
wow, I heard that from him once, but hearing it again, she's a horrible person. But I can't believe you thought about getting another cat after abandoning all your pets until now. Animals are not stuffed animals or toys, they're living beings.
I know that. The ones I had weren't used to people and weren't well trained, but the rescued ones here are not like that. Plus, it's free, so I thought it was okay.
What?
Yeah, so if you're the one who trained the cats, it would be fine. I should have adopted a cat or a dog that someone didn't want from the start.
What the hell are you saying? Are you serious? Not well trained? That's you, not the cats. How dare you buy animals thinking they're cute and everything, not knowing about them, and abandon them because you didn't think what you thought they were? Once you welcome them into your family, take responsibility. Don't play with an animal's life because of your human ego.
We didn't get along. What was I supposed to do?
I see. Well, that sucks. You guys were a family. So...
I know, right?
I'm guessing if that happens, you don't mind being separated, right?
Huh?
Okay, understood. Then let's end our relationship.
What?
I've had enough of you. I can't be with someone who doesn't value animals' lives anymore. Let's divorce.
What are you saying?
What? Exactly what you said. We didn't get along. Good luck living on your own. You'll probably have no time for pets.
There's no way we could just divorce. Animals and humans are different. A husband and a wife just can't separate.
Well, the bond between spouses is surprisingly fragile because they're originally strangers.
Exactly. Demi's also fed up with your behavior and wants to leave you.
Seriously?
If you believe a person who abandons their family can be happy, you're dead wrong. You're getting what you deserve. Now you understand how your pets felt, huh?
No, I don't want a divorce. All I wanted was a cat. No!
After that, they officially got divorced. Nadia is working part-time since she was asked to pay alimony and child support. Since then, we've been good friends with Demi and her father.
Earl and Gray found a new family, right? So sad.
Today is the last day we spent with the rescued cat, so Demi came over.
Because you both took good care of them, they got used to people and were able to find a new, loving home.
This should be a happy moment for both the cats and me, but it's always painful. There are a lot of cats out there that are hurt, so please help me again to let them find a new family.
Okay.
I share the same feelings as the kids who were holding back their tears. I want to continue to work hard to convey the importance of animals' lives.
My name is Peter. I'm 80 years old. I'm an old man living on a pension. I live together with my beloved wife, Persephone, my son, Patrick, and his wife, Penny, and my granddaughter, Paige. 3 generations are living together under one roof. We live a happy and peaceful life every day, but... how do I say this? It's tough because I can't keep up with the times these days. Alexa, please turn on the TV.
Yes.
Change the channel to channel 5.
Yes.
Alexa, please play my favorite playlist.
Yes.
Wow, we are now living in a convenient age. My granddaughter Paige buys different trendy stuff one after another, so it's a bit confusing to me, but I'm able to update. All right, maybe I should go for a walk with this smart watch that I bought yesterday. Since I went outside, I decided to stop by the bank. I was told by my wife to send the payment for the glucosamine supplement that she bought for me online. If I forget to do that, Persephone will be mad at me again. Knock on wood. Fingers crossed. Now, I think Paige said that I should send the payment using an ATM? So first I should choose transfer from this screen and... I was so completely overwhelmed with the unfamiliar operation that when I looked behind me, a long queue of angry, impatient people was standing there. Oh my, I should hurry. However, the more I rushed, the more I pressed the wrong buttons. I found myself in deep trouble. That's when a bank employee walked towards me. The bank employee is a young man in his 20s. He had a name tag on his shirt and it said, Young. Excuse me, sir. The queue hasn't moved for a while. Is everything all right? Whew, thank goodness. I thought that Mr. Young would help me, so I gladly relied on his help. Actually, I don't know how to do this. I'm sorry to bother you, but is it all right if you teach me? However, Mr. Young started to scrutinize me, and he suddenly became arrogant and complained. Huh? An old man? Huh. Old people shouldn't use machines if they don't know how to operate them. Besides, you'll just forget what I taught you, so I'll have to teach you again when you come back. What a bother! You're wasting my time. That's why I'm sorry. The young bank employee didn't let me finish my sentence. He started pressing some buttons and said, "All right, I'm done canceling your transaction." He said that to my face and then hurled the card at me. What? You canceled it? But I was in the middle of doing the transaction. If you don't know how to use the ATM, don't come here alone. You're just inconveniencing the other customers. You're in the way. Old people should just stay at home. He shouted those words and then dragged me out of the queue. What in the world is the problem with this young man? I thought that I could see steam coming out of my head at that moment, so I protested to Mr. Young. Well, I might have inconvenienced a few people for not knowing how to use the ATM, but there's no harm in at least teaching me how to use it. However, my words didn't seem to touch his heart. What are you saying? How to use the ATM? Just Google it. I'm busy. I don't have all the time in the world to teach old people to use the ATM. Huh? Oh, is that the one that Paige told me about the other day? To research about something by the use of a phone or computer? I see. So he's telling me to search how to do it myself instead of asking other people to teach me. But what seems very easy to do by young people is usually very difficult for old people to do. I see now. Sorry for bothering you when you were busy. I decided that it was useless to ask this young man to help me, so I decided to walk out of the bank. But the other customers in the queue were also shocked by how Mr. Young handled me. Young people these days. Oops, if I say this about young people, Paige will scold me again. I guess I have no choice but to ask Paige to transfer the payment. A few weeks later, Paige's birthday was nearing, so I took Paige to the sushi restaurant nearby. I invited Persephone too, but she declined me, saying she has a Zumba class at the gym. I wonder what Zumba is. Paige, happy birthday! Oh, you were so little, I can't believe how much you've grown. I am deeply moved. I can't stop my tears.
Grandpa, you're overreacting.
It's been a while since I dined at a sushi counter. The sushi here is so good, I'm deeply moved. Sushi eaten at the counter is the best. That's when a man across the counter started talking to me. An old man living on pension is eating sushi? Are you even able to appreciate it properly? It was the same man who was extremely rude to me at the bank yesterday. That rude bank employee. This restaurant is not for poor people like you. High-end restaurants like this are only for elite people like me. Your presence makes the sushi taste bad. Get out of here! I was dumbfounded, but before I could open my mouth, Paige said something.
What? What are you saying? Anyone can eat wherever they choose. Who said old people can't eat at a sushi restaurant? What law states that? I recorded everything you said. I can see you with this evidence, you know. First of all, my grandfather is not poor.
Whoa. I used to easily get angry when I was younger, but Paige is even more scary when she's angry. That's my granddaughter. She has my DNA. Amazing. I shouldn't be getting excited like this. Well, you know, Paige, I think the man is misunderstanding something, and, we might inconvenience the other customers in this restaurant. I told Paige that and tried to contain the situation. After all, I didn't want to inconvenience the staff and the other customers who were enjoying their evening. However, Mr. Young thought that I would run away like a coward, so he continued his verbal assault. The granddaughter of the old man on his pension? The sushi master couldn't stand the young man mocking us anymore, so he finally spoke up. Sir, please get a hold of yourself. How dare you say such rude things to our valued customers? You even chose this man of all people. How dare you? Who do you think this man... Wait, sushi master, please don't say any more than that. The other customers are in a state of shock. With this weird atmosphere, the delicious sushi doesn't taste that good anymore. I guess we should just come back again next time. Saying those words, I ignored Mr. Young and walked out of the restaurant. How dare that old man say that when he can't even appreciate the sushi properly? I heard him spit out hateful words behind my back. Whatever.
Grandpa, why didn't you talk back to the rude man? I feel so frustrated. I mean, that bastard. You can crush him with...
Well, Paige.
What is wrong with that guy?
It seemed like Paige couldn't contain her anger, but I also felt the same. However, at that time, I saw that rude young man's tragic end. The tragic end of that rude man who misunderstood us and has no compassion for others. Paige, I'm sorry about that. I was hoping to have a wonderful time with you, but I didn't want to make the situation worse and inconvenience the other customers. Also, I have a good idea. Trust me, leave this up to me, okay?
If you say so, Grandpa.
Then we headed back to the house. A few days later, undeterred by what happened, I went back to the bank after a few days. While I was waiting at one of the rooms, Mr. Young and one more person arrived. One more young person. Well, I personally asked for Mr. Young. Huh? Why are you here? I was told that someone needed investment counseling. Don't tell me that an old man is thinking of investing. He looked at me and looked down on me. Well, that's exactly what I'm here for. Yeah, I don't know anything about the recent investment situation, so I was hoping that you could counsel me about it. What, an old man thinking of investing? Don't make me laugh. What, you're going to invest what little pension money you have? Huh, there are many old people these days who misunderstand investing. Investing is only for the rich. For poor people on their pension to invest, it's just a waste of my time. That's right, go home, old man. Oh my goodness. I thought only Mr. Young would look down on me, but this other man is also looking down on me. They don't even try to listen to what I have to say, treating me like a senile old man. To deal with customers without preparatory research? How dare they underestimate their customers? I was wrong to think that he would change his attitude this time. What kind of employee training are they doing in this bank? I gave him the chance to change himself, but he threw that chance away ungratefully. Since it has come to this, I will teach him the harshness of the world. I won't make any progress talking to you, so I'm sorry, but would you please call the manager? Call the manager? What are you saying? Who do you think you are, old man? There's no point in complaining to the manager. I'm the top salesman of this bank, so no one will trust whatever you say. Is that so? For a rude man such as yourself to be the top salesman? What kind of absurd business are you doing? Hey, young man, stop complaining about this and that. Go call your manager now. Hurry up and tell your manager that Grandpa Peter is here. When I used my deep, authoritative voice, both young men started getting nervous and trembling. They were acting so confidently, but that confidence is now out of the window. They're just a bunch of cowards hiding behind their titles. Yes, understood. We will call the manager immediately. A few seconds after they rushed to call the manager, Mr. Johnson marched into the room with a flustered look on his face. Ah, Mr. Peter, long time no see, it's been a while. When did you arrive back in the country? I'm deeply sorry for not being able to greet you personally. Seeing Mr. Johnson bow down his head to me, Mr. Young was stunned and opened his mouth in shock. Actually, a long time ago, I worked very hard when I was young, but I got tired of the hectic city life. So this past 10 years after retirement, I was living in the Amazon in South America, far away from civilization. I went out of my way to buy land there, enough to take in the view of the local area. But since I'm 80 years old now, I'm getting physically challenged to live there. So my wife and I talked about what to do, and we decided to sell the land and house. That's why we're here now, back in the country. We originally thought of spending only a few years there, but we ended up living there for a whole decade. It's like that story about a man and a turtle. Mr. Johnson, I see that you got promoted to a managerial position while I was away overseas. Congratulations is what I want to tell you, but I noticed that this bank's level has fallen. I am disappointed. Did something annoy you, Your Highness? Your Highness? Why are you calling him that? Who in the world is this old man? Hey, how dare you directly call him an old man? Mr. Peter is the most valuable customer we have. What? Are you telling me that this old man is the legendary genius investor? The man rumored as the billion-dollar man? What? You've got to be kidding me. That's right. Before I left the country to live in the Amazon, I had investment transactions with this bank. Mr. Johnson, I'm sorry, but with the current state of this bank, I don't think it's worth investing my money here. I don't see a bright future for this bank after all, since the employees you hired are people who look down on the customers. It's your responsibility, too, to educate your employees well. Also, you over there. I pointed my finger at Mr. Young. I won't tolerate how you look down on your customers. You are what you are today thanks to those who came before you. How could you neglect the efforts of those people? People like you should start life all over again from scratch. I have decided to never do any transactions with this bank anymore. I will transfer all the deposited money from the bank to a different bank. Also, I'll cancel the $1 billion investment. What? $1 billion? There's nothing left for me to do here anymore. Adios. I said those final words and walked out of the bank. But please, Young, this is all your fault. You are fired. Get out of here. I'm sorry. Please don't do this to me. I heard both men shouting angrily, but I didn't care anymore. That's the hammer of justice for young people who look down on senior citizens. After that, the bank that lost my $1 billion investment had a major loss, and Mr. Johnson, who was the manager at that time, was flown to the bank's branch in a small, remote village. He used to be a very studious young man, but drowning in his status, he lost his way. As for Mr. Young and the other young man, I learned later on that a lot of complaints poured in because of their pushy sales and arrogant attitude. They ended up being fired from their jobs. Their reputation for making me angry spread quickly. I heard that because of that, no company in the same industry is willing to hire them anymore. Mr. Young ended up addicted to alcohol and gambling. As a result, he is now homeless. All of that is because he only thought about himself without a single consideration for others. Karma finally got back at him. He's now suffering the consequences of his evil actions. As for me, in order to make up for a decade of lagging behind, I'm currently learning how to use a phone and computer under the guidance of my granddaughter, Paige. Lately, I've been challenging myself to do YouTube. I currently have 1.4 million subscribers. I wonder if that's a lot. Or maybe that's not a lot yet. Anyhow, learning new things no matter the age is enjoyable. Welcome! Mr. Peter, I'm truly sorry for what happened the other day. I forbade that rude young man to enter this restaurant. To live here and not know who you are, he is unbelievable. But it's fine if he doesn't know me. I punished that rude young man a little bit severely after all. Paige, you can eat as much as you want today.
That's my grandpa. You're a knight in shining armor. Now I will eat today what I didn't get to eat the other day. Master, I'd like to have everything on the menu.
The name's Paul. I'm a 28-year-old office worker. Well, I work for a small company run by my dad and wear workwear in the factory often, so I won't exactly call myself an office worker. I'd rather wear workwear and tinker with machines than wear a suit. I remember getting scolded by my dad for wandering around here thinking it was a playground full of treasures when I was little. I have a robot freak genius younger sister, Paige. She actually built a cat-shaped robot for her summer project in elementary school. She's very passionate about this, So she's now pursuing research in robotics at a university lab. She's a smart cookie, so I'm sure she'll make amazing inventions in the future. How's your research going, Paige? Good?
Yup, I enjoyed making humanoid robots, but now I'm hooked on making long-tailed tit-bird robots. The squirrel one I made last year was popular.
Is that bird the white one?
Yes, isn't it so adorable?
I've been wondering, but why are you making them into robots?
That's the point. No one would think that cute animals would be robots, right? I plan to put a camera on it this time and do some research. Of course, I'm going to use it for good things.
Huh. About stuff. I'm scared at that part. But I believe that she's doing research for the better, so I shouldn't worry about it. Well, it seems like she's devoting herself to her research. As for me, I finally learned all of the things I needed to, and am now able to work independently. Some of my friends are already married, but I still want to work more than get married. No matter how busy I am, I enjoy my work. Then one day, my dad's friend, Mr. Ross, came to our house. You're 28 already? Time flies by so quickly. It does. It's been about 5 years working here already. I finally got to entrust the work to him recently without being nervous. Mr. Ross is my dad's childhood friend. He used to come over a lot when Paige and I were little, and we were attached to him. Wow. Then I'm guessing it's about time to get married? What? No. I don't even have a girlfriend yet. Oh, good to hear. Huh? What? Not understanding his intentions, I had a blank look on my face. There's, something I can't just refuse. I want Paul to go on a courting date. What? Courting date? I was stunned by this. So unexpected. I mean, courting date is rare these days. Plus, I want to marry someone I've fallen deeply in love with. It's with the daughter of the reed industry. I was told to introduce someone if I wanted a contract. Reed industry? That's a large company. Going on a courting date with that daughter will be too much for me. Since I can't refuse this, could you please go? I'm so sorry. Please help me out here. Mr. Ross looked like he was about to kneel to beg me, but I didn't know what to do. Then my dad said, Reed industry. Interesting. Okay then. Why don't you lend a hand this time, Paul? He did a lot for you in the past. I'll help you out. What? Seriously? My dad's usually the type who refuses to get involved in something complicated. But maybe he said yes since they're childhood friends. Well, if that's the case, I guess I'll go then. Thank you so much for your cooperation. It means a lot. You're my lifesaver. I ended up going on a courting date with the CEO's daughter. According to Mr. Ross, she's been helping with housework since graduating college to become a housewife. Despite going on dates, her high standards have kept her single at almost 30. So she's repeatedly doing courting dates probably because she's panicking. I know that I'm definitely not good enough for her, but all I need to do is meet her and talk, right? A few weeks later, we were told to come to a famous high-end restaurant. When we were taken to the VIP room, there sat my partner and her parents. Nice to meet you all. The name's Paul. I was looking forward to today. I greeted them with a smile. I don't mean to brag, but I'm likable by people since childhood. But they were all sitting there glaring at me, which was pretty rude. Then her father tossed my business card I handed him without looking and said, So, you're her date today? Ugh, such a poor-looking guy.
He is! You need to be on the same level as Rosemary to marry her. Look at you in your cheap-looking clothes.
I came here because Mr. Ross asked me to. But he's also not that big of a deal. Who do they think they are? I'm the one who was asked to come. Also, poor-looking? Cheap clothes? Are you freaking serious?
Come on, Dad. There will be no guy who would be in my, actually our level, so please be nice to him today. Right, Paul?
Saying that, Rosemary winked at me, but no, so awkward. Who winks at someone when they first meet? I was shocked by all of them, but my dad, who was sitting next to me, kept quiet and acted like he didn't care. I guess he wasn't interested to begin with, so I guess just let it go with the flow? They didn't even seem to care about us, and this hellish time continued on. To be honest, I knew that the food here was delicious, but it wasn't at all for me. Why? Because when these people opened their mouths, all they did was brag.
The food here sucks. The place we went to recently in Paris was so much better.
Listen, Rosemary, there's nothing we can do because there aren't many foods that suit upper-class people like us.
Exactly. We need to be on the same level as them today, so tolerate it.
The hell is wrong with them? Now I see why a lot of guys rejected her in the past.
I raised her well to make sure she avoids hardships. She hasn't done anything commoners do, so household chores are out of the question. I will let her hire a housekeeper so she can do whatever she wants. For her future husband, we're looking for an obedient man who will listen to everything we say.
Being proud of a daughter who doesn't do anything? An obedient man? I wonder why this had to be me.
My dad raised me to believe that all I need to do is just to live. My existence itself has meaning. My mission is to give birth to a successor to Reed Industries, so I don't need to do anything that's a hassle.
Damn, isn't she embarrassed to proudly talk about such values nowadays? No way in hell I want to become a family with these people. But I need to save Mr. Ross, so I'll just go along with the conversation for now. By the way, I heard that you're considering expanding overseas? I tried to change the subject to what I looked up beforehand about them. What countries are you thinking of? However, they began to frown and got pissed off.
Why do I need to answer that? Are you misunderstanding something? I don't want a son-in-law who will interfere with my business.
Okay, that didn't work. I'll just be quiet then.
Mr. Ross told me that you'll be a nice, quiet guy, but I guess not. Anyways, where do you work?
They didn't even bother to check my background? Seriously? Wow, they're looking down on me. My family runs a small company. My dad right here is the CEO, and I'm an employee that... While I was explaining, Mr. Reed interrupted me.
What? Did you just say company? Really? Listed companies are only called that, like ours. Small family businesses like yours are called local factories, you know.
Well, it is indeed a small local factory, but...
Company? Pfft. He's one of those idiots who says that they have a company even though it's a lame one. How ridiculous! I can't stop laughing at the fact that you called your small local factory a company. Please.
I've been holding my anger in until now, but I can't anymore. Even if your company's big, there's a limit to how much you can criticize others. Our factory may be small, but we have good performance and are trusted. I was so pissed that I looked at my dad sitting next to me. I thought he might be pissed too, but he still remained calm and said this to me.
It's okay, Paul. Leave it to me.
I knew my dad had something in his mind, so I decided to sit quietly and wait to see what happened next. I wonder.
Oh, so you're the CEO? What a coincidence! Me too, actually. Well, I have a higher annual income, social status, and more, I believe. Yep.
After a while, my dad, who had remained silent this whole time, finally spoke.
Allow me to speak. Ain't you guys being rude? You've been blabbing about ridiculous things from the beginning, but we've been running a factory since you were born. So shut up!
He's usually a quiet guy, but he's a G. Normally I'd see a cherry blossom blizzard around him like in movies, but not today. For a reason.
You looking down on small factories means you don't know that we've been making parts of your equipment for decades, huh? We're actually business partners, but I'll no longer be one anymore. Goodbye. What? Equipment? Business partners?
By seeing his face, it looked like he really didn't know.
Also, seems like you've been plotting your expansion overseas by having the nerve to try to steal transactions from Pawnee Corporation, huh? How dare you?
What? I haven't heard anything about that!
Wait, how do you know that? You should check everyone's background next time. The CEO of Pawnee Corporation's my wife!
That's right! In fact, my mom's the CEO of the world-famous Pawnee Corporation. Since her main business is overseas, she's always on business trips. My mom and dad fell in love while trading products made by my dad's company. Seems like the love story between them was talked about a lot back then.
Hold on, wait a minute. So you're telling me that your factory is that world-famous...
Mr. Reed then took a quick look at my business card and finally realized.
Our products are one of a kind and are popular all over the world. I continue to do business with your company because your father was good to me, but not anymore. No! Without your products, I'm so sorry!
Punny Corporation? This isn't happening.
Then they instantly turned pale and collapsed on the spot.
She called me recently, telling me something was going on. So after some investigation, I found out that they were doing shady business. I wanted to do something to get back at them, but I didn't need to.
What? He knew this was gonna happen from the beginning? Why didn't he tell me beforehand?
Sorry, Paul. You're too honest and bad at acting, so I kept it a secret.
While we were feeling good defeating the bad guys, it seemed like one person didn't know what was going on.
Wait, you're the son of Penny Corporation CEO? Oh my... Yes! I finally found someone on my level!
Wow, is she serious? Ignoring all three of them, we left the restaurant. The face when he found out the truth. That was so satisfying. After that, Reed Industries stopped producing new products since we terminated with them. Also, my dad spread rumors about their shady business, so they quickly fell into financial difficulties and went bankrupt with a huge amount of debt. So they're all living in extreme poverty right now. As for us, we gained more and more new customers, and our sales are soaring. But my dad doesn't seem to have any plans to expand our business, which I think is fine. I respect that. Today, my mom returned to New York after a long time, so we four are spending time together now.
Paul, you've gotten bigger and stronger since the last time I saw you. I think it's about time to leave the factory up to him, honey.
What are you saying? As long as I'm alive.
Yeah, I know. I understand. I'm not ready yet. But I promise to not depend on you two.
I want you two to be healthy and live together. Hey, if you two can't and still have everything above your necks, you could live for about 200 years with the robot buddy I invented.
Paige, did you become a mad scientist?
What? No, like I said before, I'm going to use it for good things.
Thank God, but how on earth did you invent that though?
Well, that's actually a secret.
My name is Paige. I'm 33 years old. I'm an OBGYN. I'm married to my husband, Chase. We live together with his parents in their house. Chase is an office worker, and he is 5 years younger than me. He is a very wonderful person who was raised by two kind and sensible people. I'm home.
Welcome home, Paige.
Chase, you're wearing an apron. And the flowers in a vase on the table are tulips. Very pretty.
Today is White Day, remember? I want to gift you and Mom something in return for the Valentine's Day gift you both gave me. So I decided to cook something for you and Mom. By the way, I have the marshmallow separate for you. Open the fridge and you'll see.
Thank you. In the fridge? Okay, let me see. Wow, it's my favorite marshmallow pudding.
Let's eat it as dessert after dinner. Ta-da! This is my special creamy gratin with white sauce.
Wow, it looks great. As expected, the son of the mother who is good at cooking also cooks well. I have a very good relationship with Chase and his parents. To live with a wonderful husband, my parents-in-law, I feel blessed. What more could I ask for? That is what I want to say. But I have no idea why a woman with a bad character was born under the care of two kind and wonderful people. I'm talking about Chase's older sister, Mia. My sister-in-law, Mia, is a very problematic person. Mia is an extremely sinister woman who leads men by the nose. Well, she does look beautiful, and she has a nice figure, but she leeches off the men that she's with. She's unemployed, makes the men in her life buy her expensive clothes and accessories from luxury brands. She cheated on her ex-boyfriend, and she even stole the boyfriends of women around her. She frequently causes problems and inconveniences her family. Yesterday, a woman I'd never seen before came to the house and angrily shouted at my mother-in-law to pay alimony. My parents-in-law, who had enough of Mia, finally decided to disown her. The day that Mia had to leave the house, I walked into the room where Mia was packing her stuff and said to her, Mia?
Huh? What is it?
It might not be my place to say this, but if you keep having affairs and stealing men from their partners, you might end up in trouble and regret everything. Please don't make your parents pay for the alimony that the woman the other day came here for. Pay it yourself as you should, okay? Because I don't want to see my parents-in-law troubled because of your actions.
You haven't changed at all. You're still very serious, aren't you? Don't worry, I'll make the man pay the alimony just like how I've always done.
Ugh, this woman hasn't changed at all. She's the worst.
Also, I think that by you being too serious, you've already troubled I think you're being foolish.
What?
You struggled so hard to become a doctor, and you might earn plenty of money, but I can have whatever I want because men buy them for me. Plus, they give me money too. Paige, you should be more like me. If you improved and polished your feminine side in your teenage years, you could have been living a good life right now. Well, but I guess since you were not born with a beautiful face like me, I guess it's impossible for you.
What did you just say about my face?
What's more is that since you're a doctor now, men will not be attracted to you because most men don't like women who earn more money than they do.
I don't care about other men not liking me. I'm with Chase after all. Also, I don't want to leech off my husband. What a shameful way to live. That's not how I want to live.
Yeah, right. Goody two-shoes. Is that all you came here to say? I'm busy packing all my things, so get out of here.
That's how Mia left her parents' house. However, after that, Mia did another reckless deed. One day after work, I checked my phone. I received a message from my mother-in-law saying the 2 cars that you parked in the garage are gone. Actually, I love cars. I asked for approval from both my parents-in-laws that we reform my parents-in-law's house with my money. After widening the parking space, I parked the 3 cars that I bought. One of the cars is in the parking lot at work. But I don't remember using the other 2 cars today. I went home after work with a bad feeling sinking in my stomach. Just when I arrived home, my mother-in-law stated in the message she sent me that one of the cars was stolen. What's even worse is that the car that was stolen is the most expensive car that I own. What? Could it be that someone stole my car? My parents-in-law and my husband, who just got home from work, suggested that I report my missing car to the police. But then we had a visitor who rang the doorbell. So my mother-in-law went to answer the door, but the next moment, I heard my mother-in-law yelling, "How dare you come here?" So my father-in-law, Chase, and I rushed towards the front door. That's when we saw,
Paige!
to our utter surprise, Mia was standing there.
I borrowed your car, so I came to return it to you. Here's the key. Thanks a bunch. The man I'm after told me that he likes cool women who drive luxury cars. Thanks to you, I was able to get his number.
After saying that, Mia threw the car key at me. The background where Mia is standing in the parking space, and I saw that the car that I thought someone had stolen. What? I mean, why do you have my car key?
Huh? I just borrowed the key from your room, Paige.
What? How did you even get inside the house? I thought you handed the house key duplicate to Mom.
I just walked in from the front door as one normally does. You know, Mom always waters the flowers in the backyard every day, right? Without even locking the front door. It's dangerous, you know. What if a burglar comes in? What are you going to do then?
You're the burglar, Mia! Paige, call the cops. Mia should be charged for breaking and entering and also for theft.
Breaking and entering? Theft? I haven't processed the papers at the municipal hall, so I'm still registered as a family member. If you report a family member to the police, they'll probably just preach to Mom and Dad.
How dare you laugh like you're not in trouble? We don't know that for certain unless we try it. I will report you to the police right now!
That's right. Just like what Mia said, I doubt that the police will give her, who just left home, a punishment heavy enough to satisfy her family. What's worse is that my mother-in-law cried, saying that it was her fault. I feel bad for her that she's apologizing to me, even though it's not her fault. There might be people who think that it's dangerous to leave the front door open while one is watering the plants in the backyard garden. But we live in a small town and there are many people like my mother-in-law. In the meantime, we drove Mia away from the house and we installed a chain lock on the front door. However, if that evil Mia does something crazy again that will inconvenience her family, I can't stand it anymore. After discussing it with the whole family, excluding Mia, we decided to move out to a different place. However, 2 weeks later, something even more terrible happened. It was a Wednesday, and it was my day off from work. In the morning, I helped my mother-in-law with the household chores. After eating lunch, I went to the movie theater to watch a movie. It happened while I was walking to the parking lot after watching the movie. I had just turned off airplane mode. That's when my phone started vibrating. When I looked at my phone screen, the name Mia was plastered on the screen. It seems like she's calling me. I forgot to block her. I should just ignore it. There's no need for me to answer the phone. After a while, my phone stopped vibrating. However, soon after, I received a message from Mia. It was a shocking message. Mia wrote, "I broke your car." What? What does she mean by that? I couldn't believe it, and I had no idea whether that was true or not. I don't want to hear her annoying voice again after a long while, but this time, I was the one who made the call.
Hello? Paige? Did you read the message I sent you?
Oh yeah, I read your message, but what did you do?
I'm sorry, I got into a car accident, so I accidentally broke your car.
What? But you already gave the keys back to me and...
Huh? What are you saying? I made a duplicate of the key so that I can use it anytime.
What?
Anyway, I'm at the parking lot right now, so can you come over here right away?
Huh? Which parking lot are you in?
Why are you asking me this? Of course I'm at the Pinnacle Park. Come on, it'll be a hassle if the police ask me a lot of questions, and you're the owner of this car after all. So can you pretend you're the one who got into the car accident?
What? This woman, how shameful of her. She's the worst. First of all, I can't believe her nerves to make a duplicate of my car key without even asking me if she could do it. Nor did she tell me about it after she made it. So that she can drive my car without telling me? And how is she laughing out loud when she just got into a car accident in a car that is not hers? However, it was this moment. This was the moment that I warned Mia about. I had a flashback of the day when I warned her that if she continues doing what she's doing, she will eventually come back to bite her back. The exact moment that I warned her about is now. As for Mia, she continued on and on about something meaningless on the other end of the phone.
Come to think of it, I'm about to have a dinner date with my man. You have 2 more cars, right? I'll leave you to handle the police. So will you lend the other car you have?
I mean, Mia, you're misunderstanding it.
Huh? A misunderstanding?
Actually, about my car, I already sold it.
What? What do you mean?
As of now, I only own 1 car, and I already sold the other 2 cars to the same person.
What?
We're preparing to move to a different place, so I'm currently decluttering my stuff. In other words, the car that you broke does not belong to me anymore.
What? So that's why you asked me where I am? I thought that you were somewhere in the park.
So you saw my previous car in the park and you used a duplicate key without? And you drove the car without asking for permission? Am I right?
Because when I walked by the park's parking lot, I saw your luxury car parked at the parking lot and I had the duplicate car key with me, so I secretly borrowed your car for a short drive. I thought that if I returned your car to the same spot in the park's parking lot, I thought that I wouldn't be in trouble. I can't believe that this car is not yours anymore. I had no idea about that. You never told me. If you're going to sell your car to someone else, at least change the car keys.
Well, even if you say that, first of all, it's not my car anymore. So make sure you properly explain what happened to the owner and the cops, okay? I sold the car by myself without the help of any middleman. I sold my car to an acquaintance named Ezra. She's a lady named Ezra, and... Wait, for a second, just when I thought that, Mia screamed, "Ah!" The phone disconnected. I'm guessing Miss Ezra showed up. Grinning, I drove my car from the theater parking lot to the parking lot of Pinnacle Park. When I arrived at the park, I saw a scary-looking men crowded in one place, so I immediately knew that Mia was over there. After I parked the car, I stepped out of the driver's seat and ran towards the crowd where Mia was. The moment Mia saw me, this is how she reacted.
Help me!
I was shocked when Mia cried for help and clung to my feet.
Is it true that you were her older sister, Doctor?
Hello, Mrs. Ezra?
She doesn't look like you at all, so I thought that she was just making it up. This woman explained everything to me. She told me that she thought that this car was still yours. She drove it around without permission. She also told me about how she crashed into a guardrail.
A few years ago, Mrs. Ezra gave birth to a healthy baby at an advanced age. I was the doctor assigned to her at that time. On a social media site, I uploaded a picture of the cars that I wanted to sell. Mrs. Ezra saw that post and told me she was interested in buying the car. She looks a little bit frightening, but she is actually a very kind and warm-hearted person. I see that she brought a group of young men from her company. Mia looks very frightened by them. The scary-looking men looked at Ezra and asked her how they should settle this matter. Well, in this situation, does look scary if I were in Mia's shoes.
Well, if you're Dr. Page's family, since she helped me greatly before, I don't want to make a huge fuss about this.
Mrs. Ezra uttered those words and then bowed her head to me.
Yes, that's right. Yes, I'm Paige's older sister and... Right? Paige, you're gonna help me, right? Right?
Mia cried and begged me to help her. How convenient for her. All the trouble that you got me and your family in and the fact that you used my car without permission, this time I will make you repent for your sins. So this is how I responded to Mia. She's not my family. I don't mind if you make a huge fuss about it.
What?
Actually, I would prefer it if you made a huge fuss about it. She's not my older sister, not my family anyway.
What? Hey! Paige!
I don't understand why she said you're her sister. But you say she's not your family, Dr. Page? Then I will make sure I get even with her.
What? No!
After Mia ran away crying, I thanked the group of scary-looking men. I then hopped into the car that I drove.
Wait! Paige! Help me!
Since Mia was surrounded by scary-looking men, I couldn't see Mia from the driver's seat at all. After hearing Mia's cries and shriek, I stepped on the axle and drove away. After that, Ezra called the cops as she told Mia. However, Ezra did not file a damage report. Instead, she just demanded a high amount of reparation and alimony from Mia. Ezra thought it would be better to make Mia repent of her wrongdoing this way, instead of handing Mia to the police. This is the conclusion that she came up with. At first, Mia tried to make the many men she was with pay the reparation fee and alimony, but Ezra and the scary-looking men showed up here and there where Mia was with her date. Because of that, Mia's boyfriends eventually thought that maybe she is part of a scary gang or something. They started getting scared because of that. Apparently, Mia's boyfriends left her one after the other. As a result, Mia had no man to rely financially on. She ended up selling the luxury brand items that she owned in exchange for money. However, despite selling all of her expensive bags and jewelry, the amount was still not enough to pay off the reparation fees and alimony. I heard that Mia went to a consumer finance company to take out a loan. However, Mia is still unemployed, so she wasn't able to borrow a large amount of money. Because of that, she ended up borrowing black market money. Going through all that, Mia started getting mentally ill. As a result, she drastically lost weight. The nice figure she had is now gone. She looks like an old woman now, and the sexual appeal that she used to be good at doesn't work on her anymore, and no one finds her attractive anymore. Mia now lives in a shabby apartment, living a life of being hunted down by the black market people who she owed money to. What a pity, but she deserves that. Me, on the other hand, me, together with my husband Chase and my parents-in-law, The four of us are now living peacefully in our new residence. And oh, that's right, I happened to bump into Ezra and the scary-looking men in the city. Mrs. Ezra is actually the president of a finance company. However, Mia didn't meet any of the requirements to borrow money, so she didn't lend a single penny to Mia.
Doctor, it's you. Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Ezra. Are you on your way home from work?
No, I'm on my way to the orphanage together with my subordinates.
Orphanage?
Yes, that's right. We're going to sing in a chorus in front of the kids at the orphanage. The Time Traveler.
I didn't know that aside from running a finance company, you also actively do volunteer work. How wonderful. I want to hear you sing, Mrs. Ezra.
Well, everyone wants me to be the conductor since I'm the president, so I don't sing with everyone.
I see why, because your subordinates admire you, Mrs. Ezra.
I'm thankful that they admire me, but I have no idea why only the scaring-looking guys join.
But despite looking scary, everyone is very kind and gentle. I still vividly remember that time at the hospital when you gave birth. All of them were moved to tears and cried together. I hope you continue being warm-hearted and kind.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!